Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. It's your boy E2 Blue. As sick as I am. Simply incredible what's going on. So yeah, I have still suffering with the flu right now. But I still wanted to come on and do a quick live stream. I'm not going to stay on as long tonight. I just wanted to chat with you guys for a little bit because hey, I'm dedicated to this and I love you all. But just bear with me though. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm not as weak as I was yesterday, but I'm telling you, the flu is terrible, dude. Like I'm just right now. I'm just trying to just cope with everything. Having chills and then being hot. Like right now, I'm like sweating and stuff. So hopefully I can just sweat this out. But I still need to go back to work tomorrow because I'm not trying to take too much leave. What's going on, Chris? Brandon, how you doing? Hey, Kathy. Lex, what it do? What it do? Thanks everybody for coming in. Like I said, I'm just gonna do a quick live stream tonight because this is what I normally do on Thursdays. I've been debating all day. I took off of work today. I've been in the house all day, just trying to rest and trying to beat this flu. Taking Theraflu and drinking a bunch of water, trying to flush my system out. But Rocksteady Stewart, what's going on? Simply incredible. I appreciate it, man. I hope you passed that nursing exam too, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot of money in that field. So, Saul, what's going on? So, as things are, I know you guys heard a lot of reports about the Dak Prescott contract and Amari Cooper contract. And but like I said, just bear with me, guys, because I know I sound terrible right now. Um, Dak Prescott, we know that he's going to get at least 28 to 30 mil a year. You hear all the talking here. John House, what's going on, brother? Quest Cowboys, how you doing? Appreciate it. You hear the talking heads talking about, oh, does Dak Prescott deserve to be a $30 million guy? I look at it like this. Whether you think so or not, that's the way the market is. When it comes to quarterback, that is the most important piece on your team. You need somebody to throw the ball. And when you have a franchise quarterback and the Cowboys are all in on Dak Prescott being their franchise quarterback, because at this point, who else you going to get? I've heard people say crazy comments and stuff about, oh, you guys are always talking about stats and this and that. Well, the stats is what matters. Dak Prescott has proven that he's capable of doing it. Yeah, he only has one playoff win. But again, for a young quarterback the way he is, and even some of the Cowboy writers that work for the team have said that a lot of the Cowboys' misfalls on offense last year was the coaching, primarily Linehan. And you look at Linehan and how much he was holding Dak back those last couple of years. I know Dak, said some good things about him, but that's what he's supposed to do. But I know he's glad that Linehan's gone, along with this whole what's going on, DMV. You butt down me the other day, DMV. I don't know if you realized you did that because I kept saying hello. You was talking to your kids in the background. Yep, Amari Cooper's road tide all day. So as far as Dak Prescott goes, you look at what he's provided for this team, the leadership that he provides, not just on the field, but how he is. The fact that he gets all his running backs and his offensive guys together, and they go fishing together, they hang out together, they do football camps together, they do so many things together, and I love the fact that this team is all in. And what up, Raymond? So with Dak Prescott being a leader of this team, this is what we have right now. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, then you should support Dak Prescott. Yeah, you have your opinions, and you cannot like Dak. That's fine, but you tell me who else is going to be here that's had the production he has is going to do better. That's a free agent right now. I'm not talking about trading for nobody. I'm talking about somebody that's on the street. They're on the street for a reason. So just look at it like that. Well, see, the thing about that, Quest, if you don't sign him now, that market is going to go up next year. This is what people is not thinking about. You got to do it now because if you don't do it If you wait till late, they can wait till later. But the problem is you got to do it before Pat Mahomes signs, because we know that Pat Mahomes is a better quarterback. Obviously, he's in a better system. He's a different type of quarterback as well. But do I watch videos of content creators for Eagles outside of Philly 500? No. Um, I look at Dak Prescott contract, and I'm like, you probably better sign him earlier than later, because that market's going to go up, because Pat Mahomes he's gonna get 200 mil off break. So you got to get it. You got to get it now. DMV, yeah, you got to get it now. You got to get it done now. That's why they put the contract offer into him already, and I think that it's going to happen. Probably around training camp. Look at when Zach Martin got signed. He got signed during training camp. And I think the same thing is going to happen with Dak Prescott. So you look at that situation. It's like, go ahead and sign your guy now. They put the 5th-year option on Zeke Elliott. You don't have to worry about him. They can wait till next year, because regardless of with Ezekiel Elliott, that market's not going to. It's going to stay the same way. We already know that he's going to get Gurley type of money, and he deserves that. And again, Zeke Elliott was a first round and picked 4th in the first round. Number 4 in the first round. So his money is way higher than what Dak Prescott's is. So he's getting his money right now. What's going on, Master? Virginia Finest, what up? My man Thomas Garrett, what it do? So you look at what he has right now. They're not worried about Zeke. That's why they said he's important, but when they say there's no timetable, they mean that it's not a hurry to get it done. But Dak Prescott, you got to do it now. You got to do it this offseason. Because you can get him at that 30 mil. Because what's going to happen? You wait another season, and what if we win the Super Bowl? Now you got to pay him 10 times as much. So just pay him now. He deserves his money. He's getting paid, what, $2 million for his whole contract? That's why he has to go out here and do all these sponsorships and all these commercials and stuff like that to make his money. He's making peanuts. There's backup quarterbacks, and there's multiple backup quarterbacks in this league right now that's making way more money than Dak Prescott as a starter for the Dallas Cowboys. That's ridiculous, y'all. So look at it like that. Yeah, not even a Super Bowl. You're right, Kathy. If we make it to the NFC Championship, that price just went up. Now, as far as Amari Cooper, I thought it was funny when I read the article, because everybody kept saying, I don't know who started that damn rumor, but it was crazy. Somebody was like, "Oh, he's demanding a lot of money," and I'm like, not Amari Cooper. He came in halfway through the season, and then you just all of a sudden, like, I want to demand money. I just don't see Amari Cooper being that type of individual doing that. So because of that reason, I looked more into it, and then come to find out that was a rumor and that was some BS, and it was BS. It in fact was. Matter of fact, they hadn't even sent the offer to him yet. So again, the most important thing right now is Dak Prescott. That is your quarterback. You need to sign him and get that out of the way. Lil Zadis, what's going on? Texas Twister, what's going on? Hey, Nene, thanks for coming through. Zachary Nations. That is even Mario will be. Yeah, they will all be paid. But Dak is the most important thing right now. You got to get him done. A 1980, appreciate it. Again, I appreciate you guys coming through. Me being sick and everything. Like I said, I'm not gonna be on as long tonight because, like I said, I'm having hot flashes and stuff like that. Not because I'm getting old, because I had the flu, but it is what it is. I'm about to wipe down all of this stuff when I get done. Let me know what you guys think about that. But in the interim, look at what we have right now in this team. You could just sit here and look at the whole gist of what's going on, and it's a lot to be happy about. It is. We finally have depth. We have so many things to look at on this team as a positive going forward. Scott Linehan is not here anymore. I don't think you guys understand how key that is. When Scott Linehan was here, we already talked about how much of a hindrance he was for Dak Prescott. He came in here and he was like, you said the shirt looks like Beetlejuice? Yeah, probably. It's one of those dry fit shirts. It's just something light. I just threw something on just to get on the live stream because I was looking raggedy. So appreciate it, John. I'm sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. Um, yeah, so with Scott Linehan and the way he came in here, he was just telling Dak straight up, "This is what I want you to do. I want you to call this play, and I'm not going to give you any other options, knowing damn well Dak's bread and butter is the RPO. You look at when he was at Mississippi State, he was in shotgun 80% of the time. So I look at it like this: having a younger guy like Kellen Moore as your OC, this guy understanding how the nuances of what's going on in the NFL and how we're transitioning. And I'm getting to that, Manuel. I think that if they allow Kellen Moore to be Kellen Moore and to do him, oh, they're gonna ball out. You're gonna see what you're gonna see different this season. You're gonna see a lot of hey Stephanie. You're gonna see a lot of movement in the backfield. You're gonna see a lot of motioning. Our offense was way too predictable before. It was almost like, come on now. I know you guys sat on the couch and watched the Cowboys games in the past, and were able to just diagnose and look at it and just see what they were doing. It was simple. There's another thing too. Let's go back to when Ron Leary was on this team. You remember when he left to go to the Denver Broncos? And I mentioned this in one of my messages to somebody too. When Linehan was here, they didn't change any line calls. They didn't change any of the verbiage. They didn't change any of the snap counts. And what happens when you do that? You get a player that doesn't play for your team anymore. He goes and plays against a rival. He goes to play for a rival or a team that you play that next season. And he tells them everything that you guys do on offense, especially if that player's been on that team for a while. He's able to tell them what your tendencies are. This is why in training camp every year you're supposed to switch things up. Cowboys got so lax with the things that they were doing. They weren't switching things up. And I think that this year, all that shit is gonna change this year. You look at, and that's what happened. Ron Leary went to the Broncos, and what happened? Von Miller was in the damn backfield before Dak Prescott could hand the ball off to Ezekiel Elliott. He was right there. And there's no way you're going to sit here and tell me that that was possible without them knowing prior what was going on. Yeah, Steve Mack, you talking about the Doug Baldwin. I don't know what that issue was with them, but they say it was medical stuff, but I think that they're really just trying to change and make their team younger, and they're trying to get rid of all their heavy contracts. And I love when, sarcastically, I love when the media thinks that we need a certain type of player, and a player gets cut from a team. They're like, well, he'd be a perfect fit for the Dallas Cowboys. How the hell do you know that? How the hell do you know that? You don't know that. And the Joneses said themselves that they don't think that they need a safety, because if that was the case, they would have got one with the 58th pick. They would have got Juan Thornhill instead of Tristan Hill. We already said that this team has not gotten defensive tackles early in the draft. They finally did, and we still complain. I'm all in on that Tristan Hill pick. Now, could we pick up a solid safety guy that's in free agency for the second free agency run? I'm all for it. But let's see what we have. We got these undrafted guys. Let's see what these guys can do. Because I'm telling you, if your defensive front is strong, it helps out your back end. But if you have a strong back end and a weak front end, that doesn't help your front end. It doesn't. It's not a two-way street. It only works one way. If your front end, you look at our linebackers. You see how good Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch is. You know what their disadvantages are? They are not good in situations where they have to shed blocks. If they have to go against blocks, and that was one of Leighton Vander Esch's, that was the only knock on him coming out of college, because I did my reports on him in the draft before he came in too. And that was one of his cons that, if he has to fight through blocks, he's going to get washed out of the play every time. It's the same thing with Jalen. They're not that type. They're not that type of running linebackers. They're hybrid guys. So if that pocket is clean, if everything is clean back there, and they don't have to go up against the offensive line, oh, let me tell you something. They're gonna continue to dominate. They're gonna get their tackles, and they're gonna do their thing. This is the reason why the Cowboys wanted to, because that middle was a little soft with the injuries and stuff that we had. But the fact that the Cowboys solidified that, I feel like we're going to be good right there. And I'm loving what they're doing. We have so many defensive linemen right now. Like, they're going to have to cut some good guys. One of my favorite picks in the offseason and underrated guy, Christian Covington, that we got from the Texans. It seems like all the guys that we get from the Texans end up being good. You remember Terrell McClain? I wanted to keep him, but he ended up leaving, and now he's with the Falcons. And I would have loved to have him back. But again, he was that 3-tech for us. But I look at this Tristan guy and getting him in the NFL system. I'm looking at all these picks. They all served it. Tony Pollard, he's going to have a role in this team. Now, if Linehan was still the OC, I would be mad that we got Tony Pollard, only because of the simple fact that we're not going to do nothing with him. But now that Kellen Moore's the OC, and I think that he's going to come in and revitalize this and do some better things than what Linehan did. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. It's not the playbook that was bad. It was how you use the playbook. You say you don't think we're going to be able to pay Byron? They're not going to worry about it until next year. And I think that the next year is going to be the DB's time to get paid. As far as the Cowboys go, Nene, they want Byron Jones. And I think that if they're going to keep anybody, I think he's the first to get paid as far as your secondary guys go next year. So I'm not going to think about that right now because they're not going to worry about him until next year. But if they're smart, they need to go ahead and keep him and re-sign him. You said, nah, fuck Linehan. He can't get a high school job. Does Linehan even have a job anywhere else? I haven't even been keeping up with him because I don't care. But it is what it is. But again, like I said, with Tony Pollard being here and with Moore being a new offensive coordinator, I think that the Cowboys would utilize him more. The writing is on the wall. They didn't re-sign Jason Garrett. They're going to let him play his last year out. And I think that's with good reason because I look at it like this. With that's telling you right now that they're fighting for a chip. They want that chip, y'all. We ain't had that chip since '95. So we gotta get that chip, y'all. We gotta get that chip. It's imperative that we get that. And you said you think you saw Linehan managing a Taco Bell the other day. That's hilarious. He might be. With that conservative play calling. Serving conservative nachos. So who potentially do you think is going to be on the chopping block next year? It's a good question, Nene. I don't think it's so much as a chopping block. I think they're gonna go most important. And I think Byron is going to be most important as far as signing. There's going to be some guys that we really want on this team that their contract will be up and the Cowboys won't re-sign them. You look at what happened to Rod Smith. Now he's with the Giants. Now, I really hope that they change those offensive calls because the Giants are going to know because they're going to be asking Rod Smith. They can sign both of them. They're going to have $80+ million on the cap after next season. Of course, the salary cap is going to go up again next year. So I'm not worried about next season because they're going to have the money. They're going to have it. We lost some guys. They're going to get some recomp for some of those individuals, and it is what it is. Now, a lot of guys, so a lot of people were talking about Trey Boston, but for whatever reason, this team don't like him because when he was available, I think some years back, they didn't look for him either. They didn't like him when he got drafted. So I don't know what's up with that. There's something that they don't like about him. And I don't want to hear anybody else talking about Eric Berry. Eric Berry has not only you put a kitchen table. Not only is he had the Achilles and the ACL and all the other and Achilles injuries, but he also has bone spurs. And if you know anything about bone spurs, that's not good, especially if you're a person that had all those type of injuries. It's not beneficial to the Cowboys to sign a guy like that. Now, granted, if he was healthy, he'd be a great addition to the Cowboys. But because of them looking at they're looking at what his injuries, they're not gonna do that. Um, I like Carl Joseph. I think that he'd be a solid pickup if the Cowboys get a trade option for him. But I don't know what the Raiders are planning to do with their safety position. They got like 8 safeties right now. Um, Jason Garrett, Jason Garrett will get let go if we do, one if we don't make it to the playoffs, and two if we don't make it to the NFC Championship game. I think it's NFC Championship game or bust. That's how I feel. Yeah, Bone Spurs are a bitch. They are. I agree with you, 73, but they don't like Trey Boston. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they hate him. I don't know what it is. I need to look that up. Really, David? Oh yeah. So those of you that saw Mark's live stream when he came to my house and he broke into my house and he did a live stream right here in my room, and I told him, I said, "Hey, payback's a beat." So I just want to let y'all know right now, I'm trying to get better for this weekend because Saturday I got some payback in store this weekend. So watch out, Mark Holmes. You talk about a takeover, Mark. You messing with the wrong brother. I may be sick, but payback's a beat. Yeah, Nina. Yeah, he came to my house and he. If you go back and look at Mark Holmes live stream, he did it randomly during the day. He literally came to my house and he sat right here and he did a live stream while I'm at work. Now, granted, I gave him access to the house because he made a table and he put the table in. That's fine. But I saw the live stream pop up on my notifications, and mind you, I'm at work and I see it on my phone. I look at it, and I'm like, this son of a. I saw the background, and I was like, this dude is in my man cave live stream. So then I pop it up, and I see him. He's already like 15 minutes into it. So I'm, messaging him, and he's like looking at all the stuff I got on my wall here. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that, dude. You got like 10 times more stuff than I do. You don't need none of that. Yes, he pranked me. He did. But guess what? Payback is coming. Payback is coming this weekend. Y'all look out for that. Oh, I know y'all got a kick out of it. I know y'all did. And it's funny how I got sick right after that. So I'm wondering if he left his little germs that he got from his wife and left them over here, and that's how I got sick. I don't know. But I'm about to Lysol this whole room down because I ain't got time for it. Thomas Garrett. Yeah, he was like, the hell? Everybody was like, what the hell? They was like, everybody was confused. They were like, why are you in his room live stream? That's weird. Meanwhile, I'm all the way in Baltimore doing work. Nah, bruh. Payback. You said he gave me a friendly Joe Boo curse, probably. I don't think Tyrone Crawford's gonna be cut out. I'm gonna tell you this. Tyrone Crawford has been that lunch pail guy. He's been that guy that's done a lot of the grit, a lot of the dirty work for the Dallas Cowboys. Um, and it's those type of positions go unnoticed because they're not pass rushing positions. They're clog and cover type of positions. They basically take on blocks. So he's done a lot for this defensive line. The Cowboys love Tyrone Crawford. So, and I don't think that he's going anywhere. Oh, David Smith, you know it's going to be epic. You know it, and you know me. So just look out for that. Tamira Parker, what's going on? Uh, you guys are hilarious. Yeah, rookie minicamp I think is this weekend. 3 days. They'll come in, they'll do their thing, and then they'll come back with the rest of the team when they start their when the team starts their minicamp, and then they'll be on a break for the 4th of July or whatever that week, and then they'll come back and they'll go to Oxnard after that, right around my birthday time. Oh yeah, so I'm not gonna tell y'all what I got planned, but you'll see. You'll see it. Just when you see that notification pop up, you better click fast in a hurry. I'm telling you. But I'm looking at this year, and again, I don't sit here and try to. I'm not that guy that says, "Oh yeah, we're going to a Super Bowl. We're going to do." I don't look at it like that. How I look at it is this: um, Brethren, you gonna buy me a Falcons jersey? You might as well save your money, bro. Save your money, brethren. Hey, Chris. Yeah, Mark. But yeah, I'm telling you, Mark know what it is. Am I going to Oxnard for training camp? I don't know. See, training camp is always like it always starts the week of my birthday, and if I get my funds up by then, I'll definitely try to get out there. I've never been to California before, so I really want to go. I need to set up a GoFundMe because I'm in the midst of a change of careers right now. So it's a lot going on. Oh, I know you're right there in Vegas. That ain't nowhere. When's my birthday? My birthday is August 3rd, Nene. Oh yeah, Stephanie. It's gonna be a live stream takeover. That's what's gonna happen. I'm just like I said, y'all. You just wait. You just wait. Um, I'm not gonna look at the cap casualties right now. I'm really so much as is focused on what we're gonna do this year because this year is gonna tell it all. You look at how this team is formulating right now, and oh, that's another thing too. I got to get my merch up. Stuff keeps happening every time I try to get it up. It's like I get sick or I got something to do with it. It's a lot, man. But I got you guys. I haven't forgotten. Do I think Cam Travis is going to be picked up by a team? Yeah, he will. I don't know who though. But the Cowboys trying to go younger. So greetings from Tampa. What up, Fred? Okay, what up, Fred? What it do? We got a lot of Sigma followers now. It's like 80 y'all now. I should wear a Bills jersey. Why would I do that? with Cole Beasley's name on the back and be crying, "Why'd you leave us?" No, I'm not gonna do it. You think Witten tried to talk to Romo about running? I doubt it, because Romo is balling. He is doing the damn thing right now. Go mob. Um, Romo's making that bread, son. He ain't got to worry about nothing. All he got to do is talk his talk and roll up. Yes, Leo gang. When is yours, Nene? I don't want Romo to come back. The only capacity I want Romo coming back is coaching. I don't want him playing no more. He's done. Everybody, poor Allen Hurns. Y'all try to get rid of Allen Hurns. I'll tell you this. They're gonna give Allen Hurns an opportunity because of how he fought for this team and getting through with that injury and things of that nature and holding on to that ball after getting his leg twisted. They might go to him and try to lessen his money, take some of that $6 million away from him. That could be possible, but I don't think that they'll let him go right off the bat. Now, unless he just is terrible in training camp, I doubt it. Yeah, well, see, Beasley was chasing that money. That's what it was, and a lot of times that grass ain't greener on the other side. I think Beasley is he's gonna learn when they play us Turkey Day. When he comes back to AT&T Stadium, he has to go into the visitors' locker room. That's when it's gonna hit him. You say you're a Cancer. Leos are a good time. Yes, I love Cancers. Hey Sheila, what's going on? Now if Hurns does take a pay cut, then I'm all for it. But it is what it is. You see how Stephanie trying to say that, Nene? Like, 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 girl, hush. Oh, Ed, thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, Fred. Yo, I'm struggling right now. I really am. I'm trying to hold on, y'all. But real quick though, I did want to say that. Wait, you said Cole Beasley sucks. I hope you get hurt first game. Cole Beasley don't suck. I went back and was looking at some of the highlights from when he played with us. He really did a lot. But again, we got Randall Cobb now. I think Randall Cobb's a better slot player, in my opinion. So I'm looking at this receiving core right now. I think if anybody doesn't make the team, I think that if Cedric Wilson balls out, he might take Noah Brown's spot. I forgot about Noah Brown. So it's it's going to be a battle. And this is what Jason Garrett was talking about. He said that he wanted to provide depth. He wanted to provide competition. And this is, let's not wish no injuries on nobody. But I look at it like this. These guys are going to be solid. Dak's going to have weapons. Jason Witten is back. He's going to do his thing, and he's going to box out people, and he's going to get the ball. But again, they are all in. The key word right now this year is driven, and that's what's on all their shirts right now. And the Cowboys are driven to win. And I think this year, more than anything, they are driven to win. They are going to go out and get it. It ain't gonna be no games. Mike Weber, he's definitely gonna be like probably more of a special teams guy because now that you don't have Rod Smith no more, one of those running backs has to take his spot. You said Noah Brown's not worth talking about. Well, I mentioned him because you guys are talking about chopping blocks. He might be a guy that gets cut. I'm just saying. And it's going to be a lot of guys jockeying for position right now. We have a lot of safeties on this team. I think that Darian Thompson probably doesn't make this team because they're not going to utilize him anyway. Excuse me. Tony Pollard is a jacked up Lance Dunbar. He's a much better Lance Dunbar, in my opinion. And hopefully he doesn't get hurt like Lance Dunbar did. Yeah, don't slow it down. And again, when I was saying about us not having Linehan no more, there's going to be a lot of changes with this offensive program. You look at how this is what was happening in the past. Our defense was balling out. Our defense was playing aggressive. Hey, what's going on, Coco? We had our defense had strong, and they were playing hard. But our offense was not. It was almost like you got a conservative offense, but you have an aggressive defense. That doesn't work together. So my issue is this. Now you have to have your offense fit with what your defense is doing. So then that way, both your offense and your defense could be as one. And again, your defense don't need to be on the field all the time because they're going to get tired, they're going to need gas, and they're going to get run the hell over. Your offense needs to chew up the clock. They need to play smart. They need to switch things up. And the biggest thing is in-game adjustments. When we go in that locker room at halftime, you better come out of there making adjustments. If you're losing in the first half or if you're playing like crap, you need to go in there making the necessary adjustments and come back and do what you need to do to win. This is where I'm at with that. I don't think the Cowboys are going to pick up either one of them. Jerome, because again, they're going younger and they're probably going to want money, especially Cam Chancellor. Said if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl for the 100th NFL season, I will lose. I know, right? Stephanie, you said you're going to kiss the person who's lucky enough to stand next to you? That's hilarious. Yo, if we make it to the Super Bowl, I'm definitely going. I don't care what's going on. If I gotta sell some of my stuff, I'm going. I ain't missing that for nobody. Cause we ain't the Patriots, and you never know when you're gonna be back. So, William Taylor, what's going on? Where's Rico Gathers? He's playing. I don't think he's going to be playing. They don't look like he's in their plans. I mean, you see what they're doing with these with these tight ends. I don't know if he fits. How much do I think Dak is worth? I think he's worth market value. Give him between 28 and 30 million. He's good. You said you'll sell your only kid. Well, you need that, bro, Chris. You're gonna be in the Super Bowl like on your last breath. You don't want to do that. I'm telling you, I'll break the bank to go see the Cowboys Super Bowl. Am I worried about the defensive tackles? No, I'm not. We got some depth now, and these guys are going to be jockeying for the position to play this. You said he's playing the water boy. That's hilarious. These defensive tackles are going to come in here and they're going to play hard, and they're going to have to figure out who they're going to keep because now they got too many guys. Those tickets are going to be ridiculous, but all better. Hey man, we could just come together and just work together and just do this together. That's what we could do as Cowboy Nation. Daniel Ishmael, what's going on? Yeah, Master, definitely looking up to turn up on both sides of the ball because again, I'm loving what they're doing right now as far as getting rid of the necessary people and bringing the people in that they need to have on this team. I'm loving all of that. I'm definitely loving it. Yeah, and with the linebackers and stuff, when it comes to starting and stuff like that, just because he's starting doesn't mean anything. All these guys are going to play. I'm not worried about that. Like when they said that, I didn't even make a video about it because I just thought it was pointless to talk about because these linebackers, the way that we run our defense, all of these linebackers are going to play. That is not going to be an issue. That could definitely be an MVP candidate. I mean, the key thing with Dak is you have to know how to. Like Linehan was not a good coach for him. Linehan was too conservative. Linehan is the type of offensive coordinator for like an old grizzled um, quarterback that just sits in the pocket and don't do nothing. But for a guy like Dak, when you have so many options with the RPO and the shotgun and the misdirection, all the things that Dak Prescott runs. What's good, Paul Rodell? You have to play to your quarterback strength. This whole Dak friendly crap that we were talking about, this team was never Dak friendly. It was never Dak friendly. It needs to be Dak friendly right now. And we didn't know what the hell Dak friendly was, but I'm gonna tell you what Dak friendly is. Dak friendly is when you change everything that you do to fit what that quarterback does. Um, as far as him being as mobile as he is, you got to allow Dak to do that. You got to give him options. I know that Moore's going to do that. Moore's going to come in here. He's going to have his play call, but he's going to look at Dak and he's going to look. If you see this, that, and the third, you have the option. You have a couple of options to switch here. Linehan wasn't giving him that option. He had him on pins and needles, and you could tell when Dak was running around trying to figure out what to do and holding on to the ball. It's not that he didn't know what he was doing. It's that he was listening to what Linehan was saying, and none of that crap made sense. So that's why Amari Cooper came out that game, that Eagles game, and said, "Hey, Dak, we keep running the same damn play, but hit me on the post. They're not going to see it coming. I'm going to score on these bums because I can beat them." Simple. Dak Prescott listened to his wide receiver, and he said, "Fuck what Linehan had to say." Oh yeah, Linehan did hate Romo because was a veteran guy that he didn't need an offensive coordinator. He knew the ins and outs. Dak Prescott is a young quarterback and still learning things in the NFL, so he can't just go in there and just be like, all right, I'm gonna run this and I'm gonna do my own thing because Dak Prescott is a humble guy and he's like, look, that is my OC and I have to respect him. Even though I don't agree with what he's doing, I just got to deal with it for right now. Even through all that, Dak Prescott was still able to have some success. But I think that he would have more success with an offensive coordinator that's going to do better for him. Um, and I think that Dak Prescott is going to show all of these haters the error of their ways this year. Yeah, these players, they're not going to say they can't openly say that. Oh, Linehan sucks. We hated him being here. They said the right things in front of the camera, but we already know how they feel. Stephanie, you said good work. Yeah, I appreciate it, but I sound like crap right now. um, I hope they don't forget about Jordan Lewis. Though I really like Jordan Lewis. And I've said this before, guys. When preseason comes, don't don't trip about um, Linehan. I mean, Moore not doing anything in preseason because again, preseason is just a precursor for the season. They're not doing anything as far as game planning in preseason. All that waits until the season starts. They don't implement that until the week before the season starts. William Taylor, appreciate it, man. Yeah, preseason is nothing. Preseason is just preseason. It's just people trying to make the team. They just come in with a bland game plan, and it is what it is. And I hate when people be like, "Oh, we just lost every preseason game." Well, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't care about that. Yeah, he was definitely stuck in the old ways, and that's the reason why he ain't got no job now. Because you have to change with the times, and you have to be able to be resourceful. Look at how the Rams won. And I heard somebody say something stupid. They were like, "Jared Goff is a way better player than Dak Prescott." Let me explain something to you about that right now. And before I log off, this is what I'm gonna say. All right. You go back and look at when Jared Goff got signed. Yes, he's a first round pick. Dak Prescott is a fourth round. They got drafted where they got drafted for a reason. That's first and foremost. Number two, Jared Goff, when he first started playing, he wasn't playing up to the par that he could have been played. All of a sudden, when Sean McVay came and became the coach of the Rams and he implemented his system and he brought his guys in, along with some of the guys that was already there and coming together and making different things for him and playing to the way that he plays, all of a sudden Jared Goff played better. Now he didn't play that good in this past playoff game. Just so you know, Jared Goff did not beat us when we played them in the playoffs. Their running backs and their defense beat us. So I just look at it like this. Yes, he got exposed. But the point I'm trying to make is everybody keeps saying that he's so much better than Dak, but I'm like, you do know that a lot of times your system that you play in and who's coaching for you makes a difference too. Makes a big. This is why you see players be trash on one team and all of a sudden their careers revitalize when they go to a different team because different teams know how to use certain players within their schemes and the things that they like to do. Sean McVay is a young guy. Sean McVay is a year younger than I am, right? So put that in perspective. And he's out here coaching like hell. I love Sean McVay. I love what he did when he went to the Rams and he made that team better. When the Eagles got Doug Peterson as their coach, they won the Super Bowl. Again, it's about coaching, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that coaching don't make a difference. Because this team right now, We have so much talent on this team right now. And I'm going to tell you, all that is not going to be for naught. These guys are going to do their thing. They're going to come together and they're going to win. And I'm loving every minute of it. I love the Robert Quinn pickup. They got D-Law back. You got two killers on the outside. You got killers on the outside. And then you just strengthened. All you did in excuse me. All you did in the draft was solidify your inside. These guys are going to eat. You hear me? I feel sorry for these quarterbacks. No, I don't. But I feel sorry for them. They are going to get demolished when we play them. And I look at it like this, y'all. You can't do nothing but be happy about that. Now, we got depth on the offense, too. We got some capable backups behind Zeke Elliott. I really liked Rod Smith. I know some people didn't, but Linehan made it seem like he sucked, but he didn't. Because remember, Rod Smith was a Giants killer, and the Giants picked him up because they know that he killed them in that game. So again, it's about utilizing the players that you have. I heard them say that they're going to start using Jermaine Olawale in the run game. I was like, I've been saying this ever since they got him back from the Raiders before last season. You got a fullback that can also run the ball and get the ball out in the flat and get space. Utilize the damn players that you have. There's no reason why we can't be successful. There's no reason why we can't win at least 10 games this season. I say we go 11-5, but there's no reason why we can't at least win 10 games this season. And I know the schedule is going to be a little tougher this year, but we've gotten tougher too. You got to give your own team credit. Forget what the talking heads are saying. Forget what other fans are saying. Forget what other teams are saying. It don't matter what they're saying. This is Cowboy Nation. This is what we are here for. Let's not be stupid. Let's not, I hate going on Twitter sometimes because I be hearing some of the dumb stuff on there, and I just be going through my timeline. I'm like, did you just say that? And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Bless their hearts. Oh, Nene, he's definitely going to be exciting to watch. Definitely. Oh, Donnell, what's going on? But I'm not worried about our depth. We have guys. I think we have depth everywhere, really, except for quarterback. But if they want to go and get apparently they put all their trust in Dak Prescott. They think that Cooper Rush can play spot duty. But I think what's that quarterback that we almost McCown? I think McCown's out there. You get you a veteran like McCown out there to be a backup to Dak. He could come in and do some things. But again, things have to change on this offense. And I think that's what they're working on right now. Dak Prescott don't call these guys his they're not just his teammates. Those are his brothers. He speaks all the time on how much he loves his offensive guys. Tavon Austin came back on a 1-year contract. He's all in. They go out to different states and hang out with each other. When I say that this team is all in, it's a whole different vibe that I'm getting from these guys right now. And I can't do nothing but hand clap to that. But yeah. And as far as Witten goes, everybody keeps saying he's slow. He's been slow his whole career. But Witten serves a purpose that not many tight ends can do. He plays football like he plays basketball. He boxes out the player. He's still able to get that ball because he's a short yardage guy. You get him the ball, short yardage. Short yardage helps you get chunk plays. It's the difference between 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 18. Think of it like that. We them damn Super Bowl boys. I feel you. Quest for 6. Oh, yeah, he's definitely a coach on the field. Yeah, and see, that's another reason why I love Dak Prescott, and I'm behind him fully for the simple fact that his leadership abilities, the fact that he's poised, the fact that he's humble, the fact that he is trying to uplift everybody around him, and This team is all in on him. His offensive linemen say that all the time, like, we love Dak. We love blocking for him. We go to war for Dak Prescott. That says a lot, y'all. I don't think they're going to sign Sue. They would have done it by now. Sue is not getting signed to this team. Eric Berry is not getting signed to this team. Trey Boston is not getting signed to this team. Just get that out your heads right now. It's not going to happen. Be nice, but it's not going to happen. Me personally, I'm not a fan of Sue anyway. Whether he changed his ways or not, I just don't like him. And right now, the way that the Rams play him, he's a part-time player anyway. We got enough of those, so I don't need that. I'm not paying all that money for a part-time player. Susie. Yep. Good hands and slow. I don't care that he's slow. I care about the hands though. And he catch that ball, and he's been a safety blanket for years. I don't know how Barry could command any type of high money when he's got all those injury issues. He could break that thing again tomorrow, and then what you got? I don't want no part of Eric Berry. But yeah, my throat's starting to get sore again because I've been talking so much. So I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. Despite of me being sick and sounding like crap right now, I'm trying to just trying to hold on. I wanted to do live stream. This is for you guys. This is for you. Because I was sitting here going back and forth in my head whether I was going to do the live stream or not, but I was like, I can't let my fan base down. I can't do it. So again, this is for you guys. I hope you guys appreciate the live stream. I'm gonna go take some more Theraflu, try to get some sleep, just so I can try to get enough energy to go to work in the morning. Appreciate it, Brian SoCal. Appreciate it, Stephanie, Nene, Tamira, everybody that's coming in. Thomas, John. Appreciate all you guys. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, have a great evening. Take care.